Leading a company is not as easy as people imagine. It takes a hard work and commitment in addressing all the challenges. No company gains success without going through obstacles and survive it. When everything that we have built comes to a crucial moment and at our lowest level, the other will leave us behind and nothing is left for us. Until one day, I found a key success that lots of successful CEO has experienced. It was a book that called The CEO Next Door.
Becoming CEO isn't necessarily about background or good fortune. It's about performance, about behavior that most of us can master with hard work, close attention, and the techniques shared in this book. This book offers real-life stories of success and failure. First step to become a good CEO is decide. Speed is more important than precision. Make faster decisions. Make fewer decisions. Look back, learn from your past decision. Look inward, ensure you are physically and mentally ready to make clear-headed decisions. Look around, ensure the diversity and robustness of your information in an effort to screen off bias. When things go poorly, take full ownership and mind the mistake for learnings. Second step is engage for impact. Orchestrate stakeholders to drive results. Define your intent. Align your aspirational intent with your transactional intent. Deploy perspective, getting to understand various stakeholders. Building routine to enlist stakeholders behind your intent.
We are what we repeatedly do. Excellent dance is not an act, but a habit. That's what Aristotle said. The killer behavior behind successful persons is reliability. CEOs who are known for being reliable are 15 times more likely to be high-performing, and their odds of getting hired are double those of everyone else. There are 4 pillars of reliability. The first is personal consistency. The second is setting realistic expectations. The third is practicing radical personal accountability, and the fourth is embedding consistency into organizations. The CEO who are best at adapting themselves and their organizations to changing conditions have learned to welcome discomfort, conflicts, and change. The role of CEO is about navigating that pressures and change. So, what does the CEO doing differently? The first, they actively seek novelty. The second, they work job as much by learning potential as they pay grade. The third, they require the skill they don't have. And the fourth, they are willing to let go of approach that have worked before.
Most of CEO doesn't start out their career with the goal of becoming a CEO. There is only 3 stages to become a CEO on this book. First stage is go broad. They build a wide breadth of skill and experience early on by moving across function, industry, company, and geographies. And the second stage is go deep. Second stage is about measurable results above all. These stages are typically spent building a leadership, depth of industry experiment, and track record of research. And the third stage is going high. In this stage, it's about career future of CEO. Some CEO in this book have different career and success story. So, it is rare that a single candidate meets all the requirements, but building a portfolio of experiments that covers at least 5 of these areas makes it easy to get on the slate of a final candidates. First one is industry experiment. And the second is leadership on similar scale. And the third, evidence of strong people leadership. And the fourth, proven success in the relevant context.
Some questions that always run in your mind. How do I walk into the room and convince the decision makers that I'm their best choice, whether for a CEO or another role? How to set you up for success in getting picked for your dream job as a CEO? First of all, the number one, become the happy warrior. Nice person, prioritizing how people feel over you. High confident candidates. And then the second one, safety of language. For an action, management platitudes, acronyms, consulting is, and then the last one, we and I focus. And then the number three, memorable and relevant. You feel meaningful, and then you can be storytelling. And the last one, set the agenda. You can engage for impact to your resources in your enterprise. How long it takes for the decision maker to fire a CEO? It's also roughly 2 years. It means there is not a lot of time that you have to prove yourself. And then about the hazard. The number one, the goals and the supply classes. It's about a critical gap between the board's expectation and the reality inside the business. The number two, entering warp speed. A vast multitude of new stakeholders requires CEO attention about the shareholders, the customer, government, media, partners, and also the regulators. Number three, amplification and the permanent spotlight. You are constantly under a spotlight as a people. They are on the hunt for clues to direct their own behavior. The words you choose, the way you spend your time. The number four, it's a smartphone, not a calculator. Many first-time CEO comes from a specifically background. Suddenly, this new CEO are responsible for the full enterprise, including the functions they have never run. And the last one, the C-suite is a psychological thunderdome. Every day as a CEO can be a psychological maelstrom. Every day you are tested. Stakes are high.
This chapter is about not anything but your team.
You probably think you've got it all figured out with your team. There is a 1 out of 4 chance that you are right.
75% of first-time CEO mistakes are about not moving quickly enough to build the right team. The second thing is there is never a second chance to make first impression.
Seize the moment with a powerful inaugural address.
And the third, develop your people plan in writing.
Use at least as much objectivity and analytical rigor in your people assessment as you use for other business decisions.
And we should know where our stars are needed.
Minimize personal projects. Use small gestures to connect with your team. And the last, for additional help on building your team, take a look at who the all method for hiring and power score your formula for.
Dancing with the Titan, which is the board. Take an active role in building a highly effective board, starting early in your CEO tenure. Get up close and personal with each board member. Understand individual needs, agenda, and interests. Engage board member actively to support the business and align with team in each roles and rules of engagement. And the last side is avoid surprise.
This book is very useful. It's about performance, hard work, impact, reliability, adapting boldly, which sets the stage for any future or current CEO. We enjoy every page at this book, a must-read for all those who care deeply about leading well.
You are